Good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, the 22nd of November, my friends. I am so excited that we are here for another day of crafting and stamping together. I am just going to pop over here to my screen behind here, make sure that I can see anybody's comments. I just need to turn off my volume. Just hold tight for a second. If you are coming in, make sure you say hello as we are getting ready to roll for a Wednesday morning. This is pretty good. Like I said, let me just get my computer set up. Make sure you say hello when you pop in so that I know that you are here. And I have an amazing fun project for us to make today. So make sure you say hello as you pop in. I'm just trying to get there we go. I got my screen up and running. Almost, not quite. It is Wednesday, the 22nd of November, which is crazy. Good morning, Marlene. Good morning. How are you? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? Are you crafting? I would assume you are crafting out in your little craft room. I'm trying to get I have done this. There we go. I have done it so many times on my computer and I still have issues. So I'm sitting out here with my coffee cup from my PJ Inkers Day. I've already had 2 coffees this morning, one of those kinds of days. Do you guys have one of those? So make sure you say hello. Oh my goodness. So for those of you who are joining for the first time, I'm Pam Jorgensen. I am an independent demonstrator here in regional Victoria, Australia. And I am out crafting in my studio this morning. It has been a busy day already, and it is only 9 o'clock. I don't know about you guys, but it is crazy. Sylvia says she's got her dog walk all done this morning. That's awesome. So you get to join us. That's amazing. And obviously it's not raining because you've been out and about. Now, for those of you who are watching replay, you will not see that red live button. So just know that I will not comment live with you, but I will come back and answer any questions. And make sure you say hello, say that you're watching the replay so that I know that you were here. And don't forget that I love to share with all of our creative friends. So if you know someone else that you think would enjoy watching what I blooper my way through, right? And what I create, please encourage them to come and watch and join in with us, or at least watch the replay. All right. We know that there's lots of things happening this week. We have the release of the last chance list that started yesterday. And I always get traumatized at the things that retire. So I thought I would use one of my favorite stamp sets and die sets ever. And it is not carrying over, so I'm so sad. So I'm going to use it today because I absolutely love it. And I've hardly touched it. I think I used the dies and one stamp set. So make sure you get your items out of your bags and use them and stamp them, because why have them if you don't use them, right? Marlene says she's crafting for some markets. Ooh, what are you making, Marlene? I love to see what people make for markets. I know my nephew was going to do some markets back in the States, and he was looking for some, this was a while ago, he was looking for some ideas, and I think he got some done. So let me have one more quick sip. I have a little bit of a rough voice this morning, and I think that's just because I've been talking so much and have had lots on my plate. Now, let's see. Okay, so with that, are there any questions from what we did last week? That was only 2 days ago. Any questions from what we did on Monday? Marlene says she's doing cracker boxes. Oh, those are so fun. The moment. Yes. So with that, I think what we're going to do is I am going to get ready to flip us upside down, and we will get to crafting today because I have a little bit on my plate today. And why do they keep changing buttons on me? They change buttons all the time. And that is not a good thing when we have non-techie people operating things, right? So hold tight, close your eyes if you get dizzy, because I'm going to flip the camera down. And 1, 2, 3, here we go. Ready? There we go. I even have on my love shirt today from Stampin' Up. So, this mini catalog is retiring. Oh, I don't like a crooked camera. Hold on, guys. Eleanor says she's working on unfinished cards. Just birthday cards, a little bit of everything. Eleanor, what are you working on? I have a bunch of UFOs. Do you guys call them UFOs? Maybe we need to have a UFO craft afternoon, a crafternoon. Would you guys like to have a UFO crafternoon where we maybe pop onto a Zoom and everyone just works on their own projects? Because I have a stack. I cannot be the only one that has a stack of unfinished items. Good morning, Margie. I'm so glad to see you. I'll see you soon, actually, in real life. Judy says she's setting up for a class. Well, I hope your class goes well today. Okay, so good morning, Sherry. We're going to talk about this big sad word right here, retiring. As long as it goes into the night, as I may need that. Yes, yes. Daytime around here is a little crazy. So I think last night I picked up my son from Harvest. Oh, it was early. I think we got home about 8:20, 8:30. So it was a little bit later. Good morning, Lynn. I hope you guys are doing well up there. And Maxine. Eleanor says, when she missed our craft nights because she was on holidays. Yes, Eleanor, you were the traveling gal this year. I'm so glad you're here, though, today. So watch. I will set up a Zoom meeting, and you guys, I will let you guys know, and I will send out Zoom links. I won't post it public. So watch for that. And we will have a crafter evening, maybe. Okay, retiring. Sad, sad, sad. However, some of my favorites are carrying over, but like I said, one of my favorite stamp sets ever is not. So I thought for today's project, we would look at the Oh Holy Night, the Sweet Collection. I know you guys loved it. And I know we especially loved these adhesive-backed star trinkets. They were amazing. I don't even have any to use. I gave them to a customer that missed out. And so I had a package half opened. I might even have a couple left, but so I'm so sad. So these are totally gone. However, this beautiful blue and gold navy and gold glittered ribbon is carrying over. So that I'm really happy for that. So we will see that in another catalog down the road. It doesn't say that it's going to be online. So I would assume it'll be in the next annual catalog. We're trying to get some clarification on a couple things. So for today's project, though, I am bringing in the Oh Holy Night Designer Series paper. Now I know, I used this for an event I held for our Creative Carnival, and this paper is amazing. However, what I found was I had very little of it left, but that's okay. So I'm going to show you how I use that. We are going to come back and we are going to grab the Night Divine bundle, which were the Stars at Night, the Night Divine bundle. So I'm going to use the dies, but I'm also going to use the stamp set as well, which is, oh, I guess I could have turned the page. We're going to use that. So you'll see me using that. Now, I needed a star, and I wasn't thinking, because I haven't really used this set. I've used one die and a couple words, but this has stars in it as well. Perfect. So where I grabbed my stars from were on page, let me see page 26. No, is that right? No. Okay, just know that I grabbed a star from somewhere. I grabbed it from the trees. Oh, here we go. I grabbed it out of the Marius Trees bundle because I still had this open from our project on Monday. The stars were still sitting out. I'm like, oh, that'll be perfect. So in saying that, if you have the suite, there are stars in it if you have the whole entire suite, because that bundle, the Stars at Night, has the stars in it. So we can get along without these embellishments if you have the dies. So make sure that you look at the retiring list. There are some bargains, some items marked down, and everything in that catalog is only while supplies last right now. So once they're gone, they're gone. Okay, so for today, I have brought in some of the silver foil paper. Now I'm just going to move that out of the way because it is a little sparkly, okay, with the lights on. Here's my piece of Designer Series paper. And this is a really pretty one with just the dark stars on one side and the light blue on the other. And then I just brought in boho blue, night of navy, and basic white. Good morning, Joyce. She says it's a nice hot day, good for crafting. Let me tell you, it is not nice down here. It is so windy, and it is actually quite cold. We had blankets on last night. It was so cold. So you're lucky that you get to craft in the warmth. Okay, so let me show you. This is another way to use up some of your Designer Series paper. So this is perfect for those 6x6 paper pads. So many times we have the 6x6s and we think, oh my goodness, what are we going to do with that? Well, let me show you. Now, my biggest thing is I need to decide which pattern I want face up, because this pattern has a direction on it with the stars, right? And this one, it wouldn't matter. I think for this one, I'm just trying to think. Okay, so let me think. Okay, so I'm going to cut, excuse me, I'm going to cut this off. So this was a 6x6 piece of paper. And I'm going to cut off 1/4 inch to 5 3/4 of an inch, which is about 14.6 centimeters, I suppose. Now I'm going to swing that piece of paper around. So this is now the 6-inch side at the top. And I am going to score that at 2 inches. All right. So because I cut it the way I did, I can't use this pattern on the front unless I want my stars going cockeyed and going the wrong direction. So in this case, I'm going to fold that over. Let me grab my bone folder. I'm going to give that a nice crisp finish. Oh, I'm kind of bummed because I really like, hold on. I'm going to cut another piece because I really want to use these stars. So let's do round 2, my friends. And I see that Kay has joined us while I'm cutting. Good morning, Kay. I'm so glad to see you today. Oh, this is a different piece. No, I don't want that. Okay, we're going to stick with what we have because that's why I don't think I have any more of this one. Let me look. Let me look. Seriously, you guys, all I have left are scraps. So, no, we're going to stick with this. All right. So my blooper cannot be fixed this morning unless we want sideways stars, which I don't think we do. Okay, so I have brought in some strips of Designer Series paper and strips of cardstock. Now this piece of Designer Series paper, remember I said I really only have scraps left. I am just going to cut it. Now this one is the same width as our base. So really, this is the width of a regular card, okay? So keep that in mind. And I am going to take this piece of Designer Series paper, and you know how we pennant the ends? You wouldn't have to. You could even leave them whole if you wanted, but I'm going to put a short little pennant on each side. And I do that, the easiest way to do that, to be really honest, is to make a little cut. So you have like 2 little legs, right? And then I'm just going to cut from the corner of my card strap or my designer paper strip up to the middle. And then I'll just repeat on the other side. And that's the easiest way to make that nice little pennant piece. And there we go, we have it. Oh, Margaret has joined us this morning while I was fossicking around. Good morning, good morning. She says, hello, everyone. So that is lovely. It's so lovely to have you guys join our crafting community. I just love it. It makes me so happy. Now, I want to have I'm going to be bringing in a base. Now I'm wondering, let's have a little look here. I'm not quite sure which. Should we do the light paper underneath or should we do the dark? This is actually a really good way. What am I doing here? A really good way to use up your scraps. Remember, we've been on this mission for using scraps of designer series paper. And I'm thinking we might do something like that. Okay. All right, done and dusted. So that means that we will probably want to use this light colored strip versus dark, I think. Maybe bring that back in. You guys are seeing me craft on the fly today. Light or dark? I think, that's going to be a tricky one. Let's pull this one back in. Sometimes when I can't decide, I think we're going to go dark. All right, so let's go like this. So the first thing I'm going to do is this is a little 3/4 inch strip, so it's not very wide at all. And what I want to do is I just want to give this edge a little bit of a border and extend it just a little bit. Good morning, Debbie. She says she's late today. That's okay. I was late on Monday. Do you have Miss Ava today? I know back home, and I do know that there are a few Americans that watch my channel, and this week is Thanksgiving, so my sister's getting all excited to have the family home for Thanksgiving, and my little sweet great niece that I just love, who's adorable, of course. Okay, so I just want to get that nice and even. Now, if I was smart, I would have had grid paper this morning. Okay, there we go. So I'll just give that a nice push. And that's going to give us just that little bit of a nice border. Debbie says, no, that's why she slept in. I need to sleep in today. That would be awesome. Now, I want to attach this pennant that I made. Now, let me put this piece of white under here so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So where this strip is, I think it's going to look best. Let me look here. We're going to go up. So I'm going to have where my little pennant comes poking in. Is that a word? Where it comes poking in. I'm going to line that up with my lightest color of designer series paper. So I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue on the back, down to not quite to that. I'm just eyeballing the halfway point between where my pennant ends. And I'm going to pull out my paper and I'm just going to center that on top. Let's see, I might need to slide that just a little bit. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to give that a good push once I know I'm even, because I can tell that I'm not quite even. Probably due to the cutting skills of this cutting fairy. She's always cutting things crooked. I always see things crooked. There we go. All fixed. Okay. So it doesn't look very pretty yet. So let's do some stamping. So I brought in just some basic Night of Navy ink. I wanted to keep this card really simple. I think when I stamp, or when I put it together, I think you'll understand in my vision, if it turns out, why I want this simple. All right, so I'm going to stamp Oh Holy Night, and I'm going to stamp it over towards the left side so I have a little bit of room for writing, because this sentiment is such a large sentiment. But isn't that pretty? The font is so gorgeous. I wish they would give us some more like that, because that's really, really nice. All right, here we go. Now we're just going to add some glue. And I might even come in and add, there we go. And so I'm just going to adhere that inside of my project as well. I'm working a little bit backwards today, only because, well, I'm always working backwards, but I want to be able to see exactly where I'm putting things. So let's go like this. And you know what? Those sideways stars aren't even going to matter on the inside because most of them are covered. Oh, that is a great thing. I just love this paper though. I love the little splattery look. Does anybody have this paper? Did anybody get this? Or is it just me that loves it? All right. So I have brought in some basic white and some Night of Navy. And I used the stitched, or, oh my gosh, I forgot what these are called. It just went out of my head. What are these called, you guys? These dies. Oh my golly gosh. I will find it for you and I will tell you. Now, I'm not sure that I'm going to use the white one. Let's have a look. Because what I did was I went ahead and pre-die cut. Look at these little pieces. So I used all of these fun dies. Look at the camel. Isn't he cute? The camel reminds me, do you guys ever watch TikTok? My son kills me. He's like, get off that app right now. But I love TikTok. And there's a camel farmer on there named Yasmin. She's up in Brisbane. Her and her family have a camel farm. And oh my gosh, I just absolutely love watching her. And I thought of her camel TikToks this morning. So, oh, people have packs of it. Yes, it is. Oh, it's the most amazing paper. Now, I have navy. And I've also cut out all of the pieces in silver foil paper as well. Now let me show you. Let me show you those because I think they're amazing too. And I'm not quite sure which ones I'm going to use. Here's what I'm thinking. I am thinking that I would like to perhaps use the foil ones because I think they're really, really pretty. Because I think they might get lost. So I think I'm going to rule out the navy. Is that a good idea? Rule out the navy and keep the silver? So I am going to post, let's see, do I want that to come down? Let's go up with this one. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. So I'm just going to hold my finger where I don't want the glue to come past. And I'm just going to glue that down into place. We're all about simple. I love Sylvia. I've got 2 packs of it already. Oh, Marlene says she has a couple packs too. I might have to see if I can get one more pack because this paper is stunning. All right, let's do some dimensionals. Now, I'm not sure. My dimensionals just flew off into the trash. All right, let's see here. I love Mr. Camel. And he's actually quite big. If you look at him, look how tall he is. That is the biggest die that we have in that set of dies that I can't remember the name. And he's amazing. So I think let's put some dimensionals on the back of him or her, whatever it is. And sometimes when I try to be smart, it just doesn't work. Let's do this. Oh, I think I have a dimensional underneath on the back of my packet that is loose. Now I'm just going to set it here. I'm not going to push it down yet because I'm not quite sure where I want all these little pieces to go. So let's just get them ready. Margie says she even loves it too. It's just so, this is probably one of the prettiest papers we've had for Christmas. All right, so let's just, I'm not sure about this donkey. I think before when I used him, I could only use 1 dimensional on his bottom. So stick with me because I have another project to show you that I did using the same card. I did a little practice run, but then I wasn't sure if I liked it or not. So let me poke out that little piece. I just think it's so fun that this whole chunk comes out at once. Oh my gosh, that's the best. All right, so let's get some dimensionals on the back. I'm all about fast and easy, in case you guys didn't know that. Fast and easy. I do like fun cards once in a while that take a little bit more work, but for the most part, you will find that I like things that happen quick, right? I don't know about you guys. Are you guys fast Are you guys fast stampers or do you like more intricate cards? Tell me what you like. What do you guys want to see next week? Tell me in the comments. What kind of things do you want to see? All right, let's take our little pieces. Let's have a little bit of a play here. I'm not quite sure. Ooh, don't stick him down. I just want to lay him there. Mr. Camel's leg is coming through, so I'm going to have to adjust that. I already know. There we go. What do you guys want to see next week? We could maybe put Mr. Donkey over here. I'm just going to set him lightly for the minute. Where are we going to put this little lamb? Is so cute. And the little baby calf. And I just want to make sure with him, this little guy, that he doesn't stick out onto my card below. Lynn says, nothing is fast when I'm crafting. Lynn, you are a hoot. Actually, I think that looks pretty good. So I might go ahead and push those down. Sylvia likes simple, easy ones. More classic rather than cluttered. That's probably a good one. And Margaret says it depends what the card is for. True. Like I said, there are times, most of the time I'm fairly simple. Now I did cut out, I forgot to show you. I have these two little stars. Now if I was smart, I would have put adhesive sheet behind there, but because this card, I was just throwing some stuff together this morning, I didn't think of it because so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the center and just another one on this big one. And I think we'll put the big one. Let's see. Should we put the big one? Should we put the big one on the navy or should we put it over here on the designer series paper? Can you guys, oh, let's see. What do you guys think? I might need my pair of tweezers. My big old mitts are not liking that. All right, I'll go like this. So, should we put it over here on the navy or should we put it up there on the designer series paper? Ooh, everyone likes the navy. Navy, yep, everyone's saying navy. Okay, so let me straighten up this one that I must have knocked and we'll put this other one down on the navy as well. All right, these big old mitts. Do not like these little skinny things. Oh, that's so pretty. That looks actually really, really nice, you guys. So here we go. Oh, Holy Night. Now this needs something. I'm not sure what. I might have to, what's in the stamp set? Where's the stamp set at? I think the stamp only has words in it though. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know where it's at. All right, we'll just add some gems. So I thought for this one, to keep it simple, we would just use some of the clear rhinestone gems. Everybody liked navy, so I'm glad we went with navy. Where's my little gem picker? We might just add a couple little gems out in the sky. And whoops, there's one on my finger. I'm going to put them right in the center of those little stars. Actually, oh, look at, we can add those in there too, and that'll look really nice. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to add one more to have an odd number. So let's go up here. Whoops, I'm going backwards, you guys. Sorry about that. There we go. And because like I said, I thought this side looked a little nude, the inside. Well, maybe we'll just add a couple on the inside. Oh, that's probably all we need, really. That juju that up. Really, really nice. What do you guys think? You like that? So there is a simple, fast Christmas card. We've used no ribbon. We've used some embellishments. You could easily die cut. I die cut all of those in one pass. So remember, we're talking about fast, quick, simple, easy cards. And then that's the Oh Holy Night on the inside. And you'd have a little space to write. I could have maybe stamped that up further, or you could have chosen a different sentiment and then had more space to write. Okay, so fast, simple, and easy. Now, because I have all of these navy ones cut, I might make another sample, somehow integrating that. I'd have to use a different colored paper or maybe even cardstock for that. But I hope you guys like that project. So the one and only time, remember I promised I would share another card that I did. So this was my original sample that I did using my cherry cobbler and the other designer series paper. This and then I didn't stamp any sentiments on the inside. So just two different versions. This owl stamp set I absolutely loved, and it's going away as well. But so you can see, like, it's the exact same fold, using up your designer series paper or using your 6x6, right? And being able to create something beautiful that you could give to someone. And then don't forget that you could also, let's see, is this an envelope? Don't forget that you could also then take your coordinating piece of designer series paper. Now 6x6 doesn't really fit. So what I would recommend that you do is that if you did your envelope, you did it with 12 by 12 pieces of paper, but you could even emboss your envelope flap with an embossing folder. That would look really nice as well. Or I don't do it often enough because I forget. Now this is just a scrap, so let's just pop that on there like that. Because we all want to, we want cards and projects that people love to see, right? That they love to receive, and they'll be like, ooh, what is that? So if I did a crafter evening, I love that, a crafter evening. What time would you guys like to do it? Now remember, I'm in Melbourne time zone, and everyone would just bring whatever they were working on. We'd just sit and chat and just have a little bit of craft time. What time works? I'm thinking like maybe 8-ish. Is that a time that works? All right. Now, who would not like to get that card in the post, right? It's just me. Okay, so there we go, you guys. So I'm going to flip the camera up. Hold tight. Here we go. We're going to get dizzy. Oh, and I promised I'd show you one other project. So hold tight. Here we go. There I am. Hello. I'm losing my voice. All right, so now this, I should have shared this when it was upside down, because now it's going to be backwards. Hold on, I will flip the camera. Okay. So this was something that I saw on our demonstrator planning, like our demonstrator, we have a demonstrator page, and I saw this amazing little, you could use it as a tag, you could use it as a Christmas ornament, but how cute is that? Oh my gosh, I just love that. And it was so, so simple to put together. So reach out if you have questions, leave comments, because that's how people know that you liked what I did. And I will see you guys Monday morning at 9 o'clock. And if you have questions, reach out. All right, you guys, thanks for crafting with me today. See you soon. Bye-bye.